Hello, and welcome to another Rangaroo cast with me, Rangaroo, and today we are doing a 2v2 on Wonsan Harbour, the naval version of the map. So, on the Blufor side, we have Trusty and ZhukoDim, while on the Redfor side, we have KillerKiller and wuzzap. And I would like to know, is this a destruction match, a total destruction match, to be entirely honest? Something I usually don't do too often, but I thought I'd do something a little bit different. So let's speed things up, get things going. Everyone getting all the units you need. And away we go. So, any planes? We got a MiG-29 and an Su-27 PU coming out. Two very nice interceptors. No planes from Blufor out, so nothing to really shoot down. Well, on target the helicopters. If you're going to bring out interceptors, might as well shoot down the enemy helicopters. Or it's just a race to points right off the bat. Zook sending a CV instantly into Foxtrot, trying to capture the area. And Redfor, are they going to be sending a CV to the naval sector in Alpha? It's a little bit delayed. Oh, they are. They're sending an infantry CV down there. Got an F-16 chasing the Su-27. Oh, and the Su gets a range just barely. A little bit of helicopter loss into Delta. Mi-8 command infantry and some normal infantry. Kind of interesting lines in the command infantry so close into the middle. A little bit dangerous, yeah. You have a Ka-52 trying to keep it all nice and clear. Lynx is going around. Already unloaded his infantry pretty early on. And for good reason, as KA is going to shoot down the Viegler. And we got AAs. We got the BTR-70 Zalo, now new and improved with a very fast firing cannon of 20 rounds a minute. But very low AP. So it's sort of like an AMX 1390 but for Redfor. Yeah, the Trusty's going to move his infantry through the hills, down the mountain. Got some territorials as well. Both sides get some infantry into middle, some smalls, Delta Force from ZhukoDim. But we got a lot of flamethrower infantry from wuzzap. Any boats? Do we have any boats? No, no boats so far from either side. Redfor still need to capture an Alpha. Do you have a Black Hawk going around? Might do some spotting. Freedom Fighter, going to be dropping in some Freedom. Some 500 kilogram bombs right on top of the Spets. They're going to be moving out of here. And yep, just barely misses them. K-52 getting out using its seed missiles to shoot down the Challenger marksman. We've got a Sultan moving in. In the middle we got Delta Force going to be engaging the flamethrower infantry, I believe is the Polish flamethrower infantry. Not entirely sure. Or S'mores. Good old pick off, yeah, getting those vehicles. Delta Force moving around. Contribution reserves. You run to the back line, or getting right into the cannon fire of these FLAs. The nasty 57mm AA vehicle. Now Delta Force going to be pulling back a bit. And the Black Hawk here is not going to really be spotting anything. And then Igla has on, or Strela 3 has unloaded. Going to get some few pot shots on the Black Hawk. Nice, good old S'mores there, knocking out infantry. And they're going to be firing against his Insetchis now. Doing a pretty good job holding off the Delta Force. Going to burn them all up to a little bit of smithereens. And S'mores is getting some nice pot shots. There's a bit passive back and forth. Got some Delta Force going around the flank here. Holding it down. They have spotted a CV in Charlie, so we could expect maybe a few bombs, some artillery dropping on top of him sometime soon. It's not the best place to really hide it. It could have put it in these bushes, this little tree line here to keep it nice and concealed. Blufor moving into Delta, got some SBS, some cheater Mark 11s around the side of the forest, some SCSs around for AA support. Got S'mores making her right into the heart of the Redfor offensive, getting some nice pickoffs on the OTs, but the Spetsnaz engaging and the BMP3. The S'mores are going to be going down. They bring up some more S'mores down into mid, holding down Echo. But he's completely outnumbered compared to Redfor's infantry in Charlie. They have a bunch of territorials engaging the Spets. Now Charlie's giving some good old firing support. Challenger Marksman, the most overly heavily armoured AA unit. 15 frontal armour for an AA unit. A bit crazy. A little bit crazy for something that really should be in the back lines. But it works quite effectively. It's quite a nice unit. The Charlie's going around the flanks. Will the territorials get the Spets? That is really the question we want to know. Oh, more strictly moving up. These are the 90s version, so we do have the nice rocket launcher. That does a lot of damage to the Charlie. Fusiliers now, more territorials moving in. Now, I really don't think the Spetsnaz is badass as they are. Cannot hold up against that much of a force. Got some artillery from Redfor. Got Ron Mister. Good old Red Pact. Good old Russian artillery piece. He's been an absolute killer in LM battle. A little bit trumped now thanks to the AS-19 Caesar. It's outclassed it just a wee bit, but the Mister is still a potent weapon. So now with the top of Delta under control, if they can get that Sultan into the actual point. Is that actually on the point? It's like right on the edge. I think it's just keeping it neutralized from the command infantry. Got some rocket artillery firing. Not doing too much damage though. Some Stormers now, just a back and forth RT play. Blufor just trying to find the enemy CV in Delta. Just firing wildly into the forest, hoping to get a kill. And still, no one has got any boat of the description whatsoever. Seems like they completely ignored the naval aspect of this map. Just even one boat would cause a lot of damage. You can move around to enemy Foxtrot Alpha, attack into their flanks. It's always good to have the naval. Always good to get boats. Bit of an exchanger, PU for Freedom Fighter. Charlie 2 now being brought out. Some heavy armour from Trusty, as well as a Challenger Marksman. Really liking his heavily armoured British forces. These Paladins continuing to fire into mid. And Redfor moving up into Echo. For a bunch of infantry guys. Not too much here from Blufor to really stop this show. And having sectors in destruction, they may not give you points towards victory, but they are your sole income. Having sectors give you money, so the more sectors you have, more money that you can get, meaning the more stuff that you can use to kill. You can bloody hell, what am I meant to say? You can outnumber the enemy forces by just having so much income at the moment. Electric Voodoo flying over, trying to get a few cup kills. Seed are quite a nice plane. Seed are quite a nice choice now, due to the fact that all of them have 25% accuracy buffs across the board. Another Electric Voodoo as well. And I have to admit, the Voodoo is a really nice plane. 80 points, 50% ECM, 900 kilometers an hour, and 50% accuracy on its Seed missile. A very, just really, like, cost-effective Seed craft. Modsguchen's moving in against the Delta Force. Going to be bypassing the Blufor lines. Just being in this town sector would be enough to get some nice RPG shots on anything that comes down the road. Getting a few odd kills, and if he can get these Bradleys, that'd be some nice money to pocket in. Ah, but he moves out the town sector. Bradley gets a few kills. Rifleman jumping out, and he kind of lost his ambush. And Redfor are now moving back into Delta. Got Modsguchens in the area, just trying to retake it from Blufor. Got Chieftains, SBSs, and Challengers going around the forest, going to engage the C-64BM. Yeah, and the Mark 11's just going to eat you up for breakfast. territorial, so now pretty rare against these mob Scoochins. Spetsnaz right in the heart. I gotta be fine. Those Elder Force and when Abrams gonna be given fire and support, yo. No Zenchi's going across the bridge this time. Cobra now being brought up. Oh, can the Spets get the CV? Can they get it? I mean, they're in the same town sector. Oh, they're out of napalm. They're out of napalm launchers, so they could not shoot it. Now, oh, Redfor actually taking advantage of the naval, getting a BTR-90 around the flank. If we can just get a TACCOM, that'd be a nice little kilter. Do some firing on the Humvees. Oh, he's going to get right into the TACCOMs. The TACCOMs can't shoot the BTR-90 because they don't have a rocket launcher. And these Russian Marines may just be enough to knock him out. Now we've got BTR-90 behind enemy lines. Ah, Bradley's in position. If he goes around that corner, he's going to get wrecked by the Bradge. That TACCOM going down. They're going to be losing that Foxtrot point. There's constant RT from Blufor into mid, just trying to pick off enemy AA units. Actually firing at nothing at the moment. But beforehand, they were only firing at enemy AA units, trying to keep those cubs at bay. T-72 M1M, you do not see this often. This is actually the Czechoslovakian heavily armoured T-72. 120 points, 15 armour, pretty decent gun and ATGM. A very nice tank, I have to say. Gammon Abrams popping out and popping back in the concourse, get him in array. Black Hawk going to be landing into Echo, but he might just get shot down by the Strela. Array he goes. And that is not going to be good for him. And at the moment, Blufor are in the lead. 600 points in the lead in terms of kills. And kills are all that matters in destruction. More, a bit of counter artillery from Redfor. Not really hitting anywhere near the mark, yo. Pretty close to the enemy CV. Electric Voodoo's coming out. Not really spotting anything. No radar to shoot down. Yeah, I might just want to evac out. And RT now onto the infantry. Oh, that's a very nice shot on that moving AA piece. Oh, I like this. Redfor capturing the Foxtrot with command infantry, then bringing stuff right behind the Blufor forces. That is quite sneaky indeed. And just having this will allow Redfor, if they can hold on to Foxtrot, move into Gulf and get them round to Sally, do a lot of two-pronged assault. And Freedom Fighter's going to be dropping bombs on the commandos. The CV infantry, oh, he moves just out the way in time. Barely dodging that bomb. LVTPs now. He's gonna need some more reinforcements if you want to hold on to Foxtrot. This landing boat will not be enough, even though it does have that very fancy 25mm cannon. Or trim 25mm cannon. Got T-55s, some Strela infantry. And a Strela AA vehicle as well. Bradley and an M728. Very interesting tank with a nice little snowplower and a bleeding howitzer on the front for shooting at entrenched positions. Got Russian Marines moving in, gonna be engaging the rifleman and holding onto his crossroad here. F-18 dropping some bombs. You'll see F-18 having like 8 500kg bombs or 4 500kg bombs underneath its rings. Not entirely sure, but it's a pretty decent amount of ordnance. Got VMP3s going into Gulf. And this is a very smart idea from Redfor. They're very far behind in Blufor in terms of kills. So if they can get a CV victory within 15 minutes, which is durable. If they can get a CV victory, knock out all the Blufor points, they can bring themselves back. And that is what they seem like they're trying to do. Now moving into Gulf. Got some infantry and a T-55. Well, M1 Abrams and F-16s are going to be able to stop them. Constant battery. They're really landing close to the CV. Oh, that's a direct hit. They are breaking through Echo. It's really not looking good for Blufor at the moment. They still have Delta under control. It's a nice little pocket here. But if they lose go, it's going to go downhill very quickly for Blue. It's going to go absolutely downhill. So they need to hold on for it for dear life. I mean, they are in the lead by 1,000 points at the moment. If they can just keep out lead, it shouldn't be too hard if they play their cards right. They should be in a good position. Oh, nice good old 1,000 kilograms dropping on the infantry. And they just need to start getting some infantry down here. Or Redfor captures and start plopping ATGM guys around the town. Shooting that oil on RCAA units. We've got a Black Court coming in runs again trying to capture Echo. Voodoo and Freedom Fighters. Not really going to be spotting anything at Voodoo. He keeps bringing him out, but it doesn't achieve anything. Tornado. That could actually get stopped by the Voodoo. Oh, now artillery in the BTR-70. Rich is going to move out of dodge. Going to reposition itself in the little intersection. And Blufor, they have neutralized the Foxtrot CV. Managing to contain this assault. But Redfor, they can still get some more guys around here. Do a bit more of a landing. There's only a Bradley and an M728, which are very low on petrol. The M728 completely out of petrol. Without the S'mores going to get in a nice position if the BTR moves around. Yeah, it's a very nice flanking position here. If anything goes down this road, or goes down this valley, I should say. Going to get a nice good old S'more to the side armor. End of 10 minutes left. Blufor in the lead by a crap ton. It's really going to be up for Redfor for killing all the enemy CVs if they want to bring themselves back. That's going to be 3 points that they're going to have to neutralise. Or Spetsnaz round the flank. I could spot the Gulf run. The KA-29 coming in from the behind. Could get the Sultan. But the SAS are moving in. The SAS do have Stinger missiles. And the KA does go down. Sultan going to be moving to a new position. And these Spetsnaz here, I want to see, what do they see? They can see, oh, that is nice with the Spets. Oh, right, never mind. That's a bit of a bug here. It was showing the Paladins, but they couldn't actually see the Paladins. Bit of a replay bug. But Spetsnaz, they can sort of see any planes, or probably most land units that do come out. More artillery from Redfor. Trying to get CV and Delta, but it has moved around. That'll be to no avail. And artillery once again from Blue, just continuing to pound the middle positions. Kind of keeping these guys all panicky and at bay. And with 7 minutes left, it is not looking good for Red. It is not looking good for Redfor at the moment. Got a bunch of rocket artillery and we're firing into Echo. Yeah, Paladin's now moving after being counter-artilleried. Move to the other side of the Gulf sector. Suspects now, oh yeah, he has a clear run to the Sultan here. And he has 2 RPGs, just enough to knock it out. Redfor moving into Delta, got some flamethrower infantry and Moskutians, but the F-18As going to be dropping in the bombs. And Blufor just keeping up their air superiority. Redfor not really having too much ARP. I have a bit down here, but it is Strela 3s and Strela vehicles. And these AA units are more intended for shooting down helicopters compared to planes. So because of that, Blufor can just keep bringing out these voodoos. Trusty's, he is persistent with those voodoos. He really wants to kill some sort of radar-based AA, but to no avail, he's not going to do that. More voodoos, freedom fighters, F-16s, keeping the skies clear. These constant bombing runs just knock out all the red infantry. But I see these trollers not too effective against planes. They could maybe shoot them down. I mean, there is an awful lot, you know, safe power in numbers. The MP2s just making a beeline across the bridge. The Territorials make a good law shot on them. Oh, unload. Oh, that Bradley's just... Oh, he missed every single shot. Bad like Bradley. The Paladins, I know, doing some counter arty onto the Mister. And with 3 minutes left, I think we all know who's going to be the victor here. Just to speed us up. Oh, the Spetsnaz, he did get the CV and Golf. Yeah, that's going to be quite nice. And did Blufor have any other CVs? Oh, they had... Blufor has this Ron Stoughton left. They need to keep his thing alive for 2 minutes. If they don't, they lose. That seems to be the only CV. Oh god, it is. Redfor could actually bring us back if they do gank it. Might require a little bit of a lucky artillery shot, but... I don't know, can they do it? They got a hind coming around. There's no AA. Oh, can he do it? Can he... I got to put some run times. Can he do it? 55 seconds. BTL 70. Blufor going to get a second CV. Just the MiGs F-18s coming out the hind. You're going to go down, mate. Hind is going to go down. 40 seconds. Blufor. Hanging on a thread. Oh, again, a second CV. That is definitely going to secure them the victory. And that was kind of close. If they lost that CV, it would have been a good game. Bit of an anticlimactic way to lose after all that fighting. You just lose because you lost your final CV. But yeah, a very good match. Yeah, a very good match. Blufor gaining the victory in terms of kills, getting Delta, holding that down, and sort of losing the rest of the map. But they managed to hold on to their home sectors, which are all that really matters. So, very good match, yeah, and that is all I have time for. This has been another Angru cast. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.